Team coverage for you tonight in the protest, what's happening and still what's ahead. Rochelle Turner joining us now with the very latest on what angle she's covering. She spoke with the governor today. Rochelle, what else did he have to share?
Well, Bob, good evening to you. The message is simple. He wants these protests to remain peaceful. Right here behind me, you can see about a handful of people who are at the state capitol. They tell me that tonight's rally is going to start at 7 o'clock. We've seen several people with Black Lives Matter signs and people bringing in water for tonight's event. The governor stressing the importance of these peaceful protests. He says he will not tolerate any acts of violence or destruction. He saw damage here 2 nights ago, and that's when he had to call in state police and the National Guard. He says he understands why people are so frustrated and upset about the death of George Floyd, but violence is not going to solve violence in this situation. You're going to have to express and show how you feel through peaceful protests. Today, state police said that it's their job to protect these protesters out here. Take a listen to what Colonel Bryant had to say.
We make the decision to disperse a crowd. It's usually based on what the governor talked about: violent acts, felony criminal mischief, assault on officers by throwing bricks, rocks, things like that, where it's out of hand. If you don't address it, it tends to escalate. Our goal is to get them to safely disperse. And again, we give them usually 5 to 8 warnings and have time in between those warnings. We give them every opportunity to disperse. So we want to do it the best way possible, protect the citizens and protect our state.
And that's really the main message here tonight. They want people to remain safe and be protected. They understand the frustration. They know how we all feel about the death of George Floyd, but they want things to remain peaceful. The executive director of the Arkansas Martin Luther King Jr. also speaking at today's conference. He says it's tough right now for African Americans. It's going to be long days ahead, but we cannot solve violence with violence. The governor also applauding Mayor Frank Scott Jr. for signing that executive order for curfew tonight at 10 o'clock. You got to go home. I did ask them what's going to happen if people are going to be out here tonight here in the streets, and the governor says it's going to be up to each law enforcement agency. So we'll continue to reach back out to LRPD until we get that answer to figure out what's going to happen here tonight. But we're going to continue to stick around. Again, this rally, this is going to start here at 7 o'clock, and as the governor mentioned, peace is the way to go. You can't solve violence with violence. So we're going to stay out here. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, Rochelle Turner. I'll be sure to keep you updated on air and online. For now, reporting live at State Capitol, I'm Rochelle Turner. Back to you.